Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well and you are looking after yourselves. So today's video is kind of all things detox and kind of like well-being. I wanted to do this video because last week I had a bit of a moment. I felt a bit low, I had a bit of a slump, and I kind of wanted to just show that this is normal. Like, we're normalizing this. We don't always feel great, and that is a fact. You may see people looking great all the time. That's not the truth. That ain't the truth. No one's looking great all the time. No one's feeling great all the time. So let's just normalize it and make ourselves feel better. If you have a low day, if you have a flat day, if you're not feeling it, that's absolutely fine. And it's literally simply about accepting the fact that you may not feel fine every single day. And what I wanted to kind of do in today's video is explain a few things that help me out when I'm feeling a little bit up and down, and help me get a little bit more grounded and help me bring myself back to myself. So, as I said last week, I had a bit of a slump, was feeling a bit flat. And the worst thing about it was that I saw Leighton for the first time in about 3 months, and I was so excited to see him, and I kind of was just so up and down with feelings. It was almost a bit like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in forever, like this is a bit weird. And it was kind of like readjusting to like being back together, which was like, it was so amazing to see him and everything like that. But it can really like affect your whole pattern. Obviously we hadn't seen each other in 3 months. We're used to seeing each other every 2 weeks, so the whole schedule was off. We hadn't seen each other in a while. I was getting back used to that. So that really, like, I think initially kind of was a bit like, whoa, like I've got another person around me again, like it's not just me, like, you know. I don't know if anyone else feels that, but like I definitely do. If you haven't seen people in ages, sometimes it's a little bit like, oh, how do I readjust? Like, I've been on my own for so long and now I'm like readjusting to being back around somebody else and somebody else's energy. But I was really like getting in my own head about a few things, and I was really just feeling anxious that whole week. And one thing that really irritated me was that it was that week that I felt like it. It was the week that I finally got to see Leighton. I was so excited. And it was annoying because I kind of beat myself up about it because I felt so anxious, and I was like, I haven't seen him in 3 months. Why am I feeling anxious? Like, why am I feeling flat? Why am I feeling low? In fact, it was my time of the month. Cute, love talking about it, love it. And that can really affect your hormones. That can really like mess around with how you're feeling, and it definitely does to me. I feel really lethargic, really tired. I just feel so low on energy. I tend to feel quite flat, and it kind of was annoying because it was like, I want to be like laughing around and happy jolly, like having a great time, but you can't help how you feel. Sometimes your emotions take over. And he was so amazing, like was really helping me out, trying to do everything that he could to make me feel good. And like, we did laugh even though I was feeling quite flat, but he understood that I was having a bit of a moment and just kind of like facilitated to that, made sure that like everything that he was saying it in a way that would probably help me, not affect me. And then it reached one day where I kind of had to say to him, I was like, look, I'm really sorry, but please could you just like go sit downstairs, do your own thing, and I'm just gonna do my own thing for like half an hour, 45 minutes. I'm just gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna have a bath or a shower. I'm gonna put some music on. I'm gonna have a little pamper, and I'm gonna make sure I feel better. Sometimes it really takes stepping away from other people and just focusing on yourself for like, even if it's 5 minutes, because I love, like, I'm such a people person and I love being around people. I love sharing energy with people, and yeah, so I'm always wanting to be around people, but sometimes you need to retract yourself from that and just kind of look after yourself for 5. Like, sometimes stepping back from a situation and saying, look, can I just handle this myself? Like, as much as you're helping and you're trying to help, which is amazing, I just need to like figure it out on my own. So I took a shower with some music on and then came back in, pampered myself, put a face mask on, like painted my nails, made myself feel good, had the music on, was singing along, had a little dance around my room because always makes me feel amazing, and I instantly felt so much better. And then the few days after that, my spirits was so much higher. I needed to focus on myself for like a hot minute. I just needed a like moment to just focus on me, you know. Sometimes we do step out of our own body and we do feel really weird and we don't feel like ourselves, and that is completely normal. Like, I've had days where I'm like, this isn't me, like I'm feeling all these things, and this isn't me, like, you know, hon, what is going on? Why are you feeling like this? This is not the time. But we never know when it's all gonna like come about. We never know when we're gonna feel anxious. We never know when we're gonna feel low. So we just got to deal with it, and we got to deal with it in certain ways. The biggest thing is to learn how to take care of yourself and learn how to, you know, be kind to yourself, and then you'll radiate that and you will share that with other people. If you are a kind person, you're more likely to be, you know, you'll radiate that energy, and you're more likely to attract kind people. People that have a nice energy, people that make you feel comfortable, people that make you feel happy, people that help you, like, pick you up. And it's having different types of relationships and knowing that you can go to certain people for certain things, and it's just building a group of people. It may not be a group, it may be one person, it may be 2 people, it may be 10 people. Everybody has a different kind of group, everybody has a different kind of like type of person that they like, and it's about finding that group and or that person that makes you feel good, that shares the same energy, that can talk about the same things as you, that can have a laugh but then a serious conversation. It's just about finding people that you find that your energy really flourishes, that yourself and your personality really flourishes, and that people respect what you're doing and people are kind to what you're trying to say and what you're trying to portray. One thing I've recently done, I went on my social media, onto my Instagram, and just looked at who I was following and what I was taking in from social media. Social media doesn't have to be negative. You can make it a happy place, you can make it something positive. I literally went through the people that I was following and just stopped following people that weren't making me feel good. They may be wonderful people, they may be really successful and things like that, but that doesn't change the way that it makes me feel. I may look at someone and think, oh, they look so good, they're always looking amazing, and like a false reality. And some people do that, and that's absolutely fine if that's what you want to do, but that didn't fulfill me. That didn't fulfill what I wanted out of social media. So I literally just went through my following, and I deleted people, like unfollowed people that I didn't want on my feed every day. And now I've just, my feed, every time I look at it, nothing's making me feel bad. I don't look at something and think, oh, I should look like that, or I should be like that. This is where I should be in my life right now. Like, I'm following some friends still. I'm following people that are influencing, like giving me inspiration, influencers that's making me feel good. And I'm just following all things that just fulfill me. One thing that is massively works for me is music. Like, I find music such a therapy. It's really relaxing, makes me feel really good. Like, even if you're listening to upbeat music, like, it will really bring the spirits up. Or if you're more of like an indie kind of vibe, like any kind of music that you like, as soon as you put that, like, your headphones in or you put your speaker on, you're instantly gonna feel so much better. I know that if I jam out to some tunes and just like dance around my room or sit and vibe and just like chill listening to music, it will always lift my spirits. Another thing that I really find useful is like having like a like herbal kind of tea. I love a like green tea with honey in it, or like a peppermint tea, especially before bed and things like that. It really gets me calm, gets me grounded, makes me feel a lot better. Like, I don't know if it's the heat, like it's something warm before you go to bed and it's like really soothing. I really don't know, but a tea really settles my stomach as well. So if I have got like knots from feeling anxious, or if I'm feeling all anxious up on my chest, like having a tea and like lighting my candles and things like that really brings me back down and just gets me back to myself and my level, which is always great. One thing that I really did want to mention was like books. I'm not like a massive reader, and like if you're not either, that's absolutely fine. If there's a big chunky book, it just doesn't appeal to me. Some people love reading, I really don't. But I'm just got 3 books here, which are actually not like that big, and they've really helped me. Sometimes when I'm feeling a bit flat or a bit low, these books have kind of been what I've like lent towards. So the first one that I want to talk about is this book, which is called Love for Imperfect Things. This book just really focuses on all things imperfections, but not worrying about where you stand in the world. Some, like as I said, some pages just have kind of short little paragraphs of little like kind of phrases and stuff like that, and then some are actually more of a book style, and they're kind of, he's talking about how he's like felt and things like that. What he said in this really hits, like it really hits home, and I think a lot of things you can really relate to. You don't have to relate to the whole book, but definitely reading about things can maybe help you understand other people, or just like make you understand yourself more. The next book, she's actually got quite a few little collections of this style book. This one is How to Quieten Your Mind by Anna Barnes. And my mum actually bought this when I was going through like a really bad phase, and she bought this for me, and it's actually such a wonderful like little book. It's not stories, it's nothing like that, it's not like really long reading, so if you're not like a big reader you don't like have to, but like it has some pages with like a little bit of text, and then it has like lovely images. So if I just like quickly flick through, like it's like mainly like colourful pictures and just like little phrases and little tasks that you can do. It's just ideas and ways to kind of slow yourself down and how to make yourself feel calm. And the last book I have here is called The Little Book of Mindfulness, and at the bottom it says Focus, Slow Down, De-Stress, and this is by Tiddy Rowan. And this book again is kind of like, it has little exercises. For example, a simple 10-step beginner's guide to meditation, and it's just really simply explaining how to meditate, explaining how to get yourself grounded, and it's just another little book that kind of gives you ways to feel mindful and ways to like kind of have a good day every day. Make sure that everything that you do you're thinking about and you're like taking it into account, you're being present, and it's such a good book to like make you feel present. So I would really recommend that one as well. Self-care is a huge thing. Like, you are important, and you are the only one that's ever going to always be there for you. So taking that time to look after yourself, taking that time to make yourself feel better is so key. Like finding things that make you feel better and make your energy brighter are just, you just need to figure it out. It can be really difficult. You can like find it hard to find things that make you feel good, but we actually do them every day. There's certain things that we gravitate towards, and that is today's video. I obviously hope you enjoyed it. There's going to be some things that won't work for you and some things that do work for you, but obviously always be kind to yourself and listen to yourself, and I hope this did help in some sort of way. But obviously I hope you are all well, and I will catch you next week with a new video.